Hi class, and thank you for joining me as I present my community event, the Foster Fair. The Foster Fair is a wraparound foster support resource base that is all in one place for one event. The purpose of the event is to bring wraparound foster care services together under one roof, to educate foster carers and other involved professionals on trauma-informed care, to provide a space for networking for foster youth and foster care professionals, to facilitate on-the-spot registration and connection for services between foster youth and service providers, to interview experts and community leaders in the arena to gain insight into important information, and to survey the population and collect data on what areas can be fulfilled and what gaps still remain after the event. The biblical verse that comes to me when I consider this event the most is God decided in advance to adopt us into his own family by bringing us to himself through Jesus Christ. And I feel that this biblical verse is echoed through the mission of the Foster Fair, and it reminds everyone involved that through our acts of service, we are collectively connecting foster youth with care, support, and faith in a brighter future. The collaborating agencies that are involved in this event are numerous, and there's a number of them here on this slide presented. And to give you an idea of the bases that they're covering mental health support, shelter and housing, employment services, skill acquisition, family services, which also includes licensing and support for foster family homes and other individuals and families that want to become foster carers, food, rescue and hunger relief, grant, financial support and education, financial literacy, product assistance and food assistance, life skill development, mentorship, and so much more. This slide presents to you the location, date, and time of the event. The event will be held at my local church here in Florida. The staffing needs of this event are heavily reliant upon volunteer support. So there are 48 volunteers that are scheduled to support this event, and listed are a number of the areas where the volunteers will actually be helping, from event setup and breakdown all the way to traffic and mental health crisis support management, and different panelist support and so on. There will also be 4 paid workers for the event, and they will take care solely of security. Here you can see an event diagram, and the diagram shows from the very back the area that is more of a creative space. It is the area where the panelists will present their work. We are having experts and community leaders present in the field and the adjacent fields of foster care. And we'll also be having some workshops as well for people who are coming. There's also a number of vendors. The vendors will be providing information and guidance, and also supporting on-the-spot registration for services. There's also a food court, and 360 Eats will be delivering the food. They are our fearless food rescuer warriors, and I'm so happy to have them on board. And I like the flow of this event, and I really am excited about it. The safety protocols that I'm considering for this event are that there may be overcapacity, there may be medical emergencies, mental health crises, and behavioral incidents. There are also going to be food and drink risks, such as allergies and stuff like that. Child and youth supervision may also be a significant consideration for this event. So in terms of children that might be lost from their carer, or there might be homeless children showing up that might really be in a crisis state, and so they might need extra support. The safety measures and protocols for this event include medical first aid, mental health professionals for de-escalation, food and safety signage, minor check-in processes for the children that may be lost or coming as homeless individuals already, traffic management, and security team to address safety concerns and manning the entry-exit points. Marketing strategies for this event include social media campaigns, email campaigns, signage such as flyers and posters distributed in high traffic areas in the community, media such as radio interviews, press releases, and contacting the local newspaper, etc., event platforms, and also the community network, so approaching the organizations that are in the foster care arena in the area and also adjacent arenas to really push the event awareness for their clients and others. The budget for this event is actually quite small and is heavily relied upon volunteers, and also the venue will be donated by the church. The security team are paid. The food and drinks will mostly be donated by our Fearless Food Warriors 360 Eats, and they will not be providing the drinks though, so the drinks will need to be purchased, and there is a budget for that. There's a marketing budget, event supplies budget, entertainment activities budget, permits and insurance has a budget also, and there's also a budget for contingency as well, just in case. Day of event considerations that I am thinking about are weather conditions that may affect numbers, such as if there is rain. Here in Florida, we do get a substantial amount of rain. Tropical environments do invite that. Medical emergencies as well are another consideration. So with any event where there are large numbers, medical emergencies do sometimes happen. So local emergency services will be notified of the event. Overcapacity and crowd control is another consideration. Managing traffic flow and the control of foot traffic as well. Technology failures, are notorious for events and disrupting events. So we will be having tech support. Food and drink shortages will also need to be considered and planned in advance, and there may be more food and drinks needed. Low attendance will also need to be considered. An emotional crisis such as this population having triggers and stuff like that will also need to be considered as well. So there will be mental health workers available at the event. Again, lost children, youth, vulnerable populations such as people with disabilities and whatnot may also need support during the event to find their caretakers or to seek care. And here are my references. Thank you so much for joining me for this presentation. I would love to receive your feedback, insights, and any other comments you may have. Thank you for joining me again. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.